Okay, so when you're in Google, the first thing you do is you find Blogger. It should be up here. Okay, mine is not, but I have got my Blogger saved up there, or you can just type Blogger into your address bar. So when it gets there, I've just been mucking around and I've actually played with and made a Tina Burley blog, but I am going to make a new blog. When it opens up like this, so the title is whatever you want your blog to be called. So practicing teacher criteria or TAI or something, and the address is, I always put HHS at the front, practice, but you might put HHS Tina Burley or something like that in there. It says, sorry, this address is not available. You chuck a number in there and it likes it. Okay, I'm just going to keep the template the same at the moment, and then you hit create blog. Okay, so it'll open up on the screen like this. It tells you the title over here, and these are all the things you're going to use at the moment. So there's no post. So the first thing we do is go to layout. Okay, so from this page, I'm going to tap over here on layout. Okay, and it opens like this. Here's the header. So this is what's going to be at the top of your blog. So I've also at the top here, I've got my mail open. So my mail's open because in there we've got the email about the blogs, and I'm just going to copy and paste your TAI focus, Command C, go back in here, and under the title of the blog it says edit. Click there where it says blog description. I'm going to pop that in there, and just at the front of that type 2017 TAI. Okay, and then we hit save. Back here, if I hit view blog, it'll pop up, and so that's what it looks like at the moment. Now, yours may or may not have this over here yet. I will show you that bit too. At the moment, it's about me, but because you're logged in as you, it might just say B with Tina Burley beside it. You can have a photo or not, it's up to you. So I'm going to shut that one, because this is the one I'm working on here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add two gadgets. Okay, so the first gadget, when I click on that, this box opens, and I'm going to go down and select the one that says labels, because every time you post something on your blog, you label it. Hit plus. We want this over here to say selected labels. Because you have no labels, it'll say 0 of 0. That's okay. Hit save. Okay, then I want to put another one exactly the same underneath, but I have to do it from down here. So I'm going to go add a gadget, and again use the labels one, hit the plus. We want selected labels, save. Okay, then if I click in this grey part over here, I can drag it up there and just pop it underneath. Oops, that didn't work like it was supposed to. Oh, there we go. So I've got labels gadget, labels gadget. At the moment, they won't even show up when you look at the blog. So I'll show you what that's all about soon. Down here, yours will have an About Me profile gadget. When you hit edit, it'll look like that, but I mean, you don't even have to have it there. You can remove it if you want. I want to add another gadget over here though. This time I'm going to add what's called a list gadget. And this is where I'm going to put what the practicing criteria actually are. So I'm going to hit plus, and it pops up there. And so I'll just call that PTC, or you could call it practicing teachers criteria. It's up to you. Okay. I'm going to just leave that box over that way a little bit, so it's poking out the side, and I'm going to open a new tab, and actually go to, well, you could go to visit my blog, or you could visit anyone else from school's blog, and there in the view blog, oops, no, that's not the blog I want to see, sorry. I want to see, this is my actual blog for this year. When I'm in view blog, there we go. But all I want to do is I want to be able to copy these criteria from down there, or you might copy them from there online as well. But these are what goes down the sides. So back in this box, I want to be able to paste them in there. So just, I'm actually going to start at the bottom and just, oopsie, no, I don't want to look up criteria. Highlight that, Command C, pop back over to this box by clicking in it, Command V, and then you hit Enter. Okay, so I'm going to go through and copy, Command C, back in that box. I'm just clicking in it each time, Command V, Enter. I only want to do them one at a time, because otherwise they won't be in a separate line each. And just having them there makes it easier when you are posting, because you'll be able to look at what they actually are because you label your posts as you post them. Labeling means that you can label one post with lots of different labels but only actually post it once, which makes things easier. So it might be something that's in your TAI and fits into the practicing teachers criteria, because it always does. And it just means that when the person clicks on a particular label, they can see what you've done in that area specifically. And that's why we used to have 2 separate blogs for a TAI and this practicing teachers one, and it just made it harder because you were always having to post things twice, and you won't need to, so that's pretty cool. There we go. There, V, and then Enter. So we've got them all down there. If I did have them in the wrong order, you just hit these buttons on the side there to change the order, and then we hit Save. Okay, so hop out of my one. No, I think I will need that again in a minute. I'll just leave it there. Okay, pop back here. Where am I? There we go. So so I just went and I added all of these. Save the arrangement. So when I hit View Blog, now they're all down the side there, just so that people know what they are. Okay, but now what we need to do is set up so that your posts are going to be labelled. So we're going to go over here where it says Posts. Now every time you want to post something, you hit Posts and you go New Post. Okay. So the first thing we'll post, just so that we can get your labels in the right place, is your Teaching as Inquiry Focus. Okay, so again I'm going to pop back up to my mail. I'm just going to copy this, Command C, pop back into here, Command V. It's just going to be a boring post, but that's okay. Now over here, the labels thing is really important. So every time you post something, you have to label it. So you've got no labels at the moment, so we're going to label this one 2017 TAI and hit Done. So you'll see now that when I go into you don't have to type it in every time. You can just click on a specific label. You'll see that in a minute. Then I hit Publish. Okay. I'm also going to do one more post with the Practicing Teachers criteria. You can label things with more than one label, and you'll see why what's going on here in a minute. Practicing Teachers criteria. I'm just going to pop back over here, and this time I'm just going to highlight all of them. Command C, pop back over here, Command V. Now when I label it this time, I'm going to label, this is the longest thing, it'll take you the longest, but criteria 1, criteria 2, all the way up to 12. Criteria 4. I'll pause the video and do it and come back. So you can see now I've typed in the labels for every single criteria and hit Done. Oops, done. There. And I'm going to go Publish. Okay. So at the moment, if I go View Blog, let's shut these down. We want them to show up here, but the labels up here that we just typed in, they're not showing up there. So what we need to do is go back to our layout, and if you remember at the beginning, we added these 2 labels gadgets. Now the top one, if we go Edit, we can see now it says Selected Labels 1 of 13. If I hit Edit, I'm going to select just this one label. So your TAI is going to be in a separate bar. Next year, you can add a new label, 2018 TAI, and pop it in the same bar, and that way you just keep building on the same blog. Let me hit save. The bottom labels gadget, we're going to have all of those other labels. So we're going to go back here to selected labels, edit, and we want all of them except untick that one. So these labels are going to show up on the second bar. Hit save. We save the arrangement, and then we go view blog, and you'll see now that we've got this label up here and we've got these labels down here. So when I click on criteria 1, anything that I've labeled as criteria 1 will show up. So this is just the first post that's there. You might have, as the year progresses, you'll have different stuff in different criteria. Or if I hit on this tab up here, 2017 TAI, anything I've labelled as 2017 TAI will show up when you hit that. Or you can just go show all posts. So basically that's what your blog needs to look like to start with, to start working on. Okay. If you want to get fussy, you can hop into template, and at the moment that's what it looks like. You might want to also change, if I go to settings, the basic settings, this is the title, so you might want to put your name at the top or something, save changes. If I go back to the template, sorry, and go customize, in here you can, this shows you what's live on the blog, but you might decide you want to change your background. So at the moment it's really orange, and you might decide you'd rather have it green or purple just by clicking up here. I quite like that one. Apply to blog. Okay, and then we'll go back to Blogger and view the blog. There it is there. Okay, now just the last thing, I'm going to go back to posts, and I'll show you when I hit a new post. So the post might be team meeting, and so today we met and discussed and strengths of this would be blah 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 blah. You get the idea. So you post your whatevers. If you hit this one here, you can add photos, so you can upload photos. You can take a photo from your webcam. Generally you have stuff saved to your computer, or if you hit, say I want to link some words, so I want to link that to another website, I just copy and paste the website in there, and when I click on that it will take me there. If I want to add a video that I've got either from YouTube or on my computer, you do it from here. Okay, but whatever you do, let's see, I'll just chuck a photo in here so you can see. Choose files. Here's a photo of a robot from the other day, doesn't really matter. Highlight it with the blue box, add selected. Okay, and now over here, what I want to do is I'm going to call that, I'm going to label it with 2017 TAI, so I just click on it. It might also fit, this is where I also like to have what I do. Actually, I'm just going to hit publish in a second, and then I'm going to go view blog, because it actually opens it in another window. So now I can see what those criteria are. I'm going to pop back here, and I'm just going to hit edit under that post I just made. Go back to my labels, and I'm thinking about whether what I talked about, if establish and maintain blah blah blah, so I can go back and it fits criteria 1, and maybe it also fits criteria 7, and maybe it also fits into criteria 12, or whatever. You can have as many of those as you want. There's 12 gone. There it is. Okay, I hit done, and then I hit update or publish. Okay, when I go view blog now, here's my post at the top. Okay, if I hit 2017 TAI, that post shows up. If I hit criteria 1, that post shows up. If I hit criteria 4, it doesn't show up because I didn't label it as that. If I hit 12, It does, because I labelled it as that. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. And if you, let's